What's up, everyone? I'm Coach D. So, you know how I know when I'm in a place that I know I can never live? Anytime I'm in a place that requires that you have one of these things in your car at all times, I know I can't live there. I just know I can't. I'm in Spokane right now, and it is cold here. Yeah, and I know people who are from here and people who are from like even colder climates are going to say, dude, are you crazy? It's not even cold right now. I get it, but I'm cold here. I mean, where I live in California, if the temperature gets under 40, I get pretty upset. I really do. I get upset. Now, not as upset as I get when I realize that people who call themselves journalists, political commentators at that, seem to have either never read the Constitution or know anything about the three branches of government, or are just playing dumb because they have to follow whatever Donald Trump says. Brian Glenn, who you guys will probably know better as Marjorie Taylor Greene's boyfriend, who works for OAN or Newsmax or one of those stations, he's talking about Republicans in Congress, right? And he's talking about how they need to just get on with Trump's, America First agenda. And that's been the theme, right? All of the Donald Trump lackeys have been out there saying, you better vote for all of Donald Trump's cabinet picks or else we're going to primary you and blah, 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 right? So he decides to jump on that. But what he says here, I mean, honestly, it makes me wonder, do these people ever read the Constitution? Have they ever taken a civics class or anything like that? Because he seems to not understand the three branches of government.
So my message to every Republican out there that thinks that the American people voted them into office, they didn't. They voted Donald Trump into office. They voted for his agenda to turn this country around. And I don't see how any Republican at this point can put their personal pettiness in front of the American people and what they voted for.
What is he talking about? Actually, the American people did vote them in. You see, in this country, we vote for the president, we vote for Congress, and we appoint the Supreme Court justices. And that is what we did here. So I don't think he understands the three branches of government. You see, we have the judicial, the executive, and the legislative branch. All three of those branches are supposed to have the same amount of power. They have different functions, but they have checks and balances. You see, the purpose of each of those is to make sure not one branch gets too powerful. So when you start telling the one branch of government to, just sit back and allow another branch to do whatever because they were voted in and you guys weren't, you were trying to give one branch of government way too much power. Like, I don't know why this seems to be so confusing to so many Republicans out there. Like, they actually believe that the president has more power than Congress. They're not supposed to. Congress is supposed to have equal power and is supposed to make sure that the president doesn't become exactly what Brian Glenn is trying to get the president to become. You people talk about being staunch constitutionalists. You talk about, not stepping on the Constitution or making sure we follow the Constitution to the letter, but you don't even know what's in the Constitution. Like, for you to say you guys weren't voted and you better get in line with Donald Trump tells me you don't know what the hell you're talking about. And I don't know who the hell gave you a mic and a camera, but they need to take it away from you because you're embarrassing their network and embarrassing yourself. I'm sorry, you're probably not embarrassing the network. It's pretty much the standard over there. Period.
Don't want no enemies or ops. Envy in they heart, I tell them stop. Vacation on the yacht.